My name is Jim Harrington. I work at Piedmont Natural Gas Company. I'm an operations technician, corrosion department. I've been with the company about 15 years. My job primarily entails the integrity of taking care of the integrity of gas mains that are underground. Steel gas mains, we protect them through cathodic protection, which is an electrochemical process by which we use anodes or rectifiers to supply current, which actually what it does is iron or steel, Fe, is basically it's man-made, it's natural, it wants to return to its natural state. So what we do is protect that and ensure that it does not corrode underground, oxidize and corrode, and that's pretty much what I do through testing, ensuring that these systems are up and operating correctly. On an average day, we have test stations, flush mount test stations, which we go around and periodically check and make sure that the potentials are negative 0.85 volts or greater. What we're doing there is ensuring that the system is up, that the system's not corroding. We go to these different stations throughout Charlotte on these different systems and ensure that the readings are correct. We also do that with rectifiers. We also go to these endpoints and make sure the rectifiers are up, operating correctly. I do that probably 80% of the time. A lot of my other time is spent troubleshooting, where we have actual shorts on our systems. Pretty much like if a gas main is touching a water line and it's shorted out and the current it does not go where it needs to go. We have to go out there, locate that short, make up a work order, have a crew go out there, dig it up and clear that short. We have other problems where anodes are depleted in certain areas and isolated systems. Where it's a continuous system, but it's isolated on both ends, and we have to go out there. If the anodes are depleted, we don't have enough current on that system, we have to make up a work order, have a crew go out there and replenish the anode bed. If you would like to get a foothold, if you want to start at the very bottom or the basics of it, all it requires is a high school diploma, some basic knowledge of distribution systems. I would understand electrical circuits. I would understand the laws of resistivity, Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's law, like I stated before. That would be a good heads up to get a foothold into this type of career. Of course, it's a lot more in depth than that, but that'd just be a good basic starting point for anyone wanting to become involved in cathodic protection. The way I became involved in natural gas was I had just completed service in the United States Navy. I served 4 years. I was in Operation Desert Storm, American Legion member and so forth, and I got out and went to college. And with the GI Bill and so forth, I found out my money ran out fairly quickly, so I attended roughly about a year, and funds were running out. You know how it is for young people. You still have bills to maintain and so forth. So I put an application in with Piedmont Natural Gas. So they called me a few months later, came in, took a preliminary test and so forth, and they asked me to come in and start work. I started out as a meter reader, a basic entry-level job. Left there, went to the distribution side of it. I was a gas fitter out on a crew. I left there, made utility technician. From there, I went to cryogenic technician, which is a plant operator at an LNG plant. This opportunity as an optech came up through a friend of mine who said it was available, and it was in corrosion. And I was told it was a pretty basic job and so forth. It's just 3 years ago. And it's a lot more involved than I thought it was, but it's turned out to be very rewarding, very satisfying. It's been very challenging with everything that I've had to learn, and the responsibility has been great. A lot of people, good advice I can give to young people is when a supervisor or someone of authority gives you a job to do, don't look at it and complain. Challenge yourself and do what they're asking you to do. I think it's a wonderful attitude to have. It's going to benefit you. What they're actually wanting you to do, I feel personally, is that they want to see if you can accomplish the job. And believe me, if you take those steps, I think you'll better further yourself in any career you choose. But natural gas is my thing. It's what I love to do.